Hello, sports fans. Welcome to Super Sports Central. Today we have Sports News episode 33. We will be covering the four major sports plus golf because the Masters was over the weekend. We're going to start with the NHL. The trade deadline was yesterday. Some of the notable moves: Jeff Carter, a forward from the Los Angeles Kings, gets shipped over to Pittsburgh. The Penguins get Jeff Carter. The Kings get 2022 third-round conditional pick from the Penguins and 2023 fourth-round conditional pick from the Penguins. The Bruins add a elite scorer in Taylor Hall. Hall has not been performing that well this season. However, I think it's mainly with the team he's on, and was on, the Sabres, and they're really bad. No offense to any Sabre fans out there. The Bruins get forwards Taylor Hall and Curtis Lazar. The Sabres get Anders, not sure how to say this, Bjork, and a second-round pick. The Bruins get much-needed offensive help. While they do have one good offensive line, they need more offensive depth. The Maple Leafs acquire some goaltending with acquiring David Rittich from the Flames. The Maple Leafs get David Rittich. The Flames get 2022 third-round pick. Rittich adds depth behind Maple Leafs starting goalie Jack Campbell. Nick Foligno goes to the Maple Leafs. The Maple Leafs receive Foligno and other players, but he's the main player in that trade. The Blue Jackets get 2021 first-round pick from the Maple Leafs, 2022 fourth-round pick from the Maple Leafs, and the Sharks get 2021 fourth-round pick from the Maple Leafs. So, despite Toronto getting some good forwards, or Foligno and some other forwards, but they do have to give up a lot of picks. They gave up 3 picks, 1 a first-rounder. Devin Dunbick goes to the Avalanche. The Avalanche were looking for some goaltending help, and they pick up Dunbick, a veteran goaltender who's definitely going to help them. And the Sharks receive defenseman Greg, I think it said Patterin, and a 5th-round Colorado pick. The best teams in the NHL: the Avalanche 29-9-4. Maple Leafs 28-11-3, and Golden Knights 28-11-2. Alright, the worst teams are the Ducks 13-23-7, Senators 14-25-4, and the Sabres 10-25-6. Let's jump over to the NBA. Jamal Murray suffers a torn ACL, and it was actually on a non-contact injury. But he'll be out for the season. It's definitely a big blow for the Nuggets, because he's an elite scorer. Hopefully, I still think the Nuggets will make the playoffs. I don't think they'll make a big run like last year in the playoffs. But they still have Jokic, who can make plays like a point guard. And then they recently picked up Aaron Gordon, so I think they're still in good shape. However, I do think it's going to be a big blow to the Nuggets come playoff time. Steph Curry passes Wilt Chamberlain for the Warriors' all-time scoring leader, and he dropped 53 points in the win over the Nuggets when he passed Chamberlain. Best teams: Jazz 40-14, Suns 38-15, and 76ers 37-17. Worst teams: Pistons 16-38, Rockets 14-40, and Timberwolves 14-41. Alright, let's go over to the NFL. Julian Edelman has retired. He was 34 years old. Actually, he was released by the Patriots and retired because he failed a physical. So Edelman retires, and he's a former Super Bowl MVP. And he may or may not be a Hall of Famer. But if he's not a Hall of Famer, he will always go down as a great receiver. The Cardinals signed former Steelers running back James Conner to a one-year, $1.25 million contract. Running back Gio Bernard signs a one-year contract with the Buccaneers. The Bucs have two good running backs, but even though having two, they're both really not that good at catching passes. Bernard is a pass catcher. He's great, so I think they're probably going to split the running work between Leonard Fournette and Ronald Jones, and for the passing plays, having Bernard. And of course, Bernard will get carries too, but he'll mainly be handling passing work. Alright, let's go over to the MLB. We have a lot of baseball news. The Red Sox are on fire. Not even snow could cool them down. And yes, it literally snowed in Minnesota in their game against the Twins. The Red Sox are on a 7-game winning streak. They beat the Twins today 4-2. There's been lots of controversial calls over the last week. Well, lots in a way of a week. There's 2 controversial calls. And I both think they should have gone the opposite way. Mets Michael Conforto, it looks like he leans into a pitch to give the Mets a walk-off hit by pitch, which is very unusual. So the Mets had the bases loaded, and then Conforto leaned into a pitch. And even if he didn't lean into the pitch was still in the strike zone. And even after reviewing it, you can't review balls and strikes, which you should be able to. But, like, obviously not every pitch. I think you should be able to review a few pitches per game, but not, like, every pitch. But you can't review balls and strikes, so they were looking to see if he leaned into it. And they somehow came back with he didn't lean into it, giving the Mets the win. You can go watch the video yourself, but to me it definitely looks like he leaned into it. And that allowed the Mets to win the game. The Phillies and Braves, another game. So it's the top of the 9th inning. Alec, I think you say his name, Baum. I'm not completely sure. He doubles to start the inning. Then he advances to third on a sacrifice bunt. And then shortstop Didi Gregorius hits a sacrifice fly. And he hit a fly to left. And he decides to tag up. So Marcell Ozuna, the left fielder, throws home to try to get him. Catcher Travis d'Arnaud applies the tag, and it looks like, I think it said bomb. It appears that his foot bounces off d'Arnaud's knee and never touches home plate. Another one, you can go watch the video yourself and make your own decision. But still, somehow they reviewed it, and it still came back he was safe and touched the plate. The only possibility I could come up with is his shoelace touched home plate, which didn't even look like that happened. So another one, please let me know your thoughts on both those calls in the comments section. Mariners pitcher James Paxton needs season-ending Tommy John surgery. Angels Dexter Fowler has a torn ACL. Padres pitcher Joe Musgrove throws the first no-hitter in Padres history. So the Padres were the last team without a no-hitter, and he threw one. So now the Padres, all 30 MLB teams have had a no-hitter. So yeah, best and worst teams. Best are the Dodgers, 8-2. Padres 8-3. They're both in the same division, so that's gonna be very competitive. And Red Sox 7-3, but I expect the Red Sox to cool off. And they look better than last year, but I expect them just to cool off a little bit and probably finish third or fourth in the AL East. Worst are the Pirates, Rockies, and Rangers all at 3-7. Oh, and the team, the Padres no hit or Musgrove no hit was the Rangers. So let's go over to golf real quick. The Masters was this past weekend. Hideki Matsuyama won the Masters. He was the first Japanese golfer to ever win any major event, meaning the Masters, the U.S. Open, the British Open, or the PGA Championship. Brooks Koepka, Dustin Johnson, and Rory McIlroy all missed the cut. So some big-name golfers that missed the cut, which is pretty surprising. But, well, yeah. So thank you for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment. And real quick, if you guys would like more entertainment and a good laugh, go check out Jimmy, Timmy, and Kimmy. Their channel is hilarious, so go subscribe to their channel and watch their videos. It's really funny. Thank you for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment. And go check out Jimmy, Timmy, and Kimmy.